Hello everybody, how y'all doing? My name is Raffle and welcome to the channel. A couple of weeks ago, as soon as title update 15 came out, pretty much I posted this video on my channel, and even though I still believe that this build is still pretty decent, after the nerf that the Heartbreaker had seen, which pretty much they changed the stacks from being multiplicative to additive, I really don't think that it is as good as it was before the nerf, right? I don't think that people are gonna choose to go with max out blue cores or even with 3 blue cores for that matter, because the damage has been reduced by a lot. So when the nerf happened, I decided to go out there and try to test a bunch of shit out. I've been testing strikers, I've been testing full red builds, I've been testing LMGs, ARs, I've been testing a bunch of shit just to see if this build that I have over here can over DPS the rest of the builds, the striker, the full red builds and things like that. And this is the build that I found coming out to the top every single time in every single test. As you can see, we have 4 Heartbreaker pieces, full red cores in each and every one of them. We have one Fenris Group AB backpack with vigilance on it, and we have the the Fox Sprayer knee pads for the 8% damage targets out of cover, as well as the King Breaker with the perfect flat line. Now, before we get started, the damage that you're gonna see later on in the video can be increased by a lot. First of all, my King Breaker is not even proficient, so if you are, let's say, expertise level 10 and you get another 10% weapon damage on this bad boy, you're going to be hitting a lot harder. My Fenris backpack has a 4% weapon damage missing, and I'm overall missing around 4 with 5% critical hit damage from the attributes on my pieces. Overall, my stats look like this: 53% critical hit chance with a 99.5% critical hit damage. Is a Heartbreaker build, it's a gear set build, we're not gonna have that high stats. I'm also using the gunner specialization with the 10% damage, 15% excuse me, damage for the assault rifles. If you wanna see my stats, my rolls, pretty much those are it, nothing crazy. Of course, we're not using the Heartbreaker backpack for the very simple reason that the backpack of the Heartbreaker helps us with the survivability, because it gives us extra armor, extra bonus armor. We don't care about that in this build, we only care about actual damage. That's why I went with the Fenris, because we get 10% assault rifle damage, and we also have vigilance in there, which gives us another 25% weapon damage. And then of course we have the Fox Sprayers for the 8% damage targets out of cover. So let's see, when it comes to the stats, the mods, of the King Breaker, I'm using critical hit chance, and the 20 round mag. So let's see how much this can hit for. A reminder here that the build that I talked about in the beginning of the video, which had I think 3 blue cores if I'm not mistaken, was hitting with the King Breaker for 1.9 million or something like that, right? That was with the multiplicative stacks. So with this build over here, we're hitting for 1.6 million. It's obvious that it cannot compete with, actually other builds cannot compete with it. So a full red DPS build, right, with the good old 3 Provident defense, 1 group of Sombra, 1 Fenris and Fox Sprayers, which pretty much has 59% critical hit chance, 192% critical hit damage with the killer talent on it. And I'm gonna proc the killer talent first. We have perfect glass cannon, as well as killer is activated. We have perfect glass cannon as well as perfect vigilance. It's hitting only for 1 million, so that's 600k less. If we go to what else, is it even worth using a spotter build? No, it's not. Actually, this is another good contender for the Heartbreaker if you wanna play with an LMG, we pretty much change the fog sprayers to the constructor's gloves for the 8% damage to armor, but for most importantly the 10% LMG damage, and then we get a group of Sombra backpack for the 15% critical hit damage with vigilance again on it. On the LMG, I'm using the frenzy talent, but that comes down to your own personal preference. I think I'm using a very hard-hitting LMG with a slow RPM. I'm gonna empty my magazine so you can see how much I will be hitting with frenzy activated. 1.4. So that's 200k less than the assault rifle version, but it's still pretty decent. And when it comes to the striker set, I don't have it here. Damn it. I'm gonna put one together and be right back. Now, if we use a striker with something like this, we're not using the backpack because the backpack is actually proven to not give us as much damage as a Fenris group with vigilance on it, right? So Furnace group with vigilance, again the same backpack, fog sprayer knee pads, 4 striker pieces with 45% critical hit chance, 112% critical hit damage will give us less than a million, right? Let's activate killer real quick. That's close to a million right over there, right? For those of you who are like, oh no, use the backpack. Where's the mod? I had a 6% chance on the backpack. Nope. There we go. Change my gloves to, do I have Fenris here? Yes, I do. That's headshot damage, however. Whatever. You're gonna see the difference is gonna be big enough to notice. Right, let's activate killer real quick. There we go. Oh, that actually it's closer than I was expecting to. Do we have Fenris? Let me do that. And then this. And then change that to critical hit chance as well. So we're not cheating. There we go. What do we have here? Critical hit damage. Yeah, same stats I think. Almost max stacks. Killer not activated. Oh, come on now, Jesus Christ. Killer activated. So yeah, we're hitting less than we were before with the vigilance backpack. So that's it pretty much. Something that I realized just right after I finished the recording was that I've been doing the test with the Polisium 4 for pretty much every other set except the Heartbreaker, and the Heartbreaker has been done with a Kingbreaker, which has 30k higher base damage. So for those who are gonna be like, oh no, you need to use the Polisium 4, blah blah blah, let me actually use the Polisium 4 with Heartbreaker as well, just so you don't have something to complain about. Full stacks. Let's take a kill for killer to activate. There we go. 1,284,000, right? Still at least 280k higher than the second highest hitting build that we've tested here. So Heartbreaker gives you a huge, lead compared to any other DPS builds. Let's get back into the video. This remains the hardest hitting build in the game, even though Heartbreaker has been, when it comes to, assault rifles, with Kingbreaker as your primary weapon, even though Heartbreaker has been nerfed to the ground, as I said in previous videos. A lot of people disagree with me. Oh no, it has been nerfed, it's been fixed, whatever, call it however you like. The point is that the damage has seen a huge reduction, right? So Still, even though after that huge reduction, about 25 or 30% less damage, you can still hit insanely hard and you can still out DPS, I think, pretty much every other assault rifle in the game. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope that you found the video helpful. If you did, please make sure to drop a like and to subscribe for more content. I know that Division 2 content hasn't been going up every day or every other day, but as you can see here, I'm just level 43 in the season. I haven't been playing that much for a bunch of reasons, but hopefully sometime in the near future I will be back uploading daily Division. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.